Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we are expecting some warmer temperatures this week. And you can hear the birds out there. They're like, it's like Thomas Patrick is Snow White, and he's surrounded by birds. Thomas, much more of it today and tomorrow. However, thunderstorms are on the forecast as well. So take it away from there.
Yeah, these are the sparrows that live in the tree just off to my right here, but a great sign that the spring season, well, feels the part as of right now. But the main factor here this week is going to be a chance for thunderstorms Wednesday night. So we still have about a day and a half before we get there. But since this is a strong thunderstorm chance, want to make sure that you're at least alerted to that potential about 36 hours from now or so. In fact, when we talk about strong or severe weather, we break out the severe weather outlook map. For us, we're under this marginal risk, which is the category 1 here on the scale. But new from the Storm Prediction Center, they actually added I-5 to the category 2 end of the scale for the risk of large hail for western Washington and western Oregon. Thankfully, it doesn't look like it's going to be that intense in our area, but we are still on guard for that. But I don't want it lost in the shuffle of how warm it is going to be both today and for tomorrow. It's already 63 degrees, should be pretty close to 70 this afternoon. Record high is 71 for today. Record high tomorrow is 67. And look at this, mid-70s all throughout the Northwest. By far, our warmest day so far of the spring season, and we are going to be shattering records all across the inland Northwest. But coming up, we are focused in on that thunderstorm chance, and I'll show you at what hours that is going to be most likely for our region. So look for that part of the forecast in just a couple minutes here.
Thomas, appreciate it. Later today, you have the chance to make your voice heard on what the future of Spokane is going to look like. This, of course, coming as the city anticipates massive growth over the next several years. KREM 2's Regan Gallo has more on the plan and how you can have your input.
Well, the city says the Plan Spokane 2046 periodic update is to help shape the future of the city. So the city is asking the community for feedback, ideas, and concerns by holding public workshops. The third public workshop is tonight at 5:30 p.m. at Liberty Park Library. But the why behind this? Well, the city says this comprehensive plan is required under the Growth Management Act from the Washington State Department of Commerce. It's for fast-growing cities and counties to assess climate, housing, ecosystem, and tribal planning. Here's what the City of Spokane Public Works Department says they want to focus on.
Two things we're focusing on with this update is one, what are our housing needs? What is our land capacity? What do we see coming in terms of population growth? And what are we going to do to address that? And then secondly, our climate and weather impacts and our resiliency as a community to do that. We're getting warmer summers and different winters, and so that means different infrastructure sometimes.
The city encourages people to attend tonight. Other discussion topics will include land use, transportation, housing, economic development, and neighborhoods. The feedback will give city planners insight as they prepare this plan. Officials also say this is a family-friendly event, so kiddos are welcome. There will be kids' activities as well. And if you cannot attend tonight, there's still a few more ways to get your feedback heard. Thursday night is the final public workshop at 5:30 p.m. at Shadle Park Library, and then public comment is open through April 7th. That email is on your screen now. Reporting here in South Spokane, Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
All right, in continuing Boomtown news, last night the Spokane City Council unanimously approved an interim zoning ordinance that really eliminates building height limits in downtown Spokane. Leaders say the new ordinance would encourage more construction projects to add to the city's housing supply. City officials say the ordinance goes into effect immediately, and they say it will stay in effect until September 24th. And a budget proposal is gaining some traction as Washington lawmakers are looking to fill a $13 billion shortfall. The proposal would bump up the state's gas tax, and senators say it would boost the tax by 6 cents a gallon. Washington residents have conflicting views over steep changes in gas prices.
I feel like gas tax might as well limit our gasoline usage and try to clean up the air a little bit.
I can barely pay for gas. This is why I take public transit most of the time. I can't even imagine trying to pay for it now.
This would be the first increase to Washington's gas tax since 2016, and if passed, the increase would take effect coming up July 1st.